What's up, metalheads? My name's Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And today we're going to take a look at 7 budget knives. These knives are $75 or less, and this is only going to count as one, but I'm showing you both these. This is the SOG Terminus XR. This variation with the coated blade is D2, G10 scales, cage ceramic ball bearings on the pivot. Not a terrible pocket clip. I wish SOG wasn't on there, but other than that, it's not that bad. The action on this knife is really good. This one's $60 for D2. I know that's a little expensive, but man, it has great action, and I love the way they do these tabs, right? But you can get the S35VN version for $75 even, but it has this ugly pocket clip, which some people may not think it's ugly. It's all black, so it won't really stand out too much. Carbon fiber scales on this one. And yeah, these knives have great action. I think this one's definitely a better value. I just wish this one had that clip. Both the clips work great. There's nothing wrong with the clips. It's just I think that one looks a lot better than this one. But that's the SOG Terminus XR. We'll go ahead and leave both those out here, although they only count as one knife. Next up, this is the XTOUC XTOUC SX603. This one's the only button lock on the list. I'm not a button lock fan, but I love this thing, man. This has been a great user for me. This thing had excellent action out of the box. Fantastic action. No button stick whatsoever. This thing has better button lock action than much more expensive button locks that I have felt. If they all felt like this, I'd probably like button locks better. This one, compared to, say, a Civivi button lock, it's way better. It's way better than any Civivi or Wii that I've felt so far. And honestly, the feeling of it, the button, the way the detent feels, although it's not actually a detent. The one it reminds me the most of is the ProTech Malibu. And I'm dead serious. 14C 28N blade steel, G10 scales, cage ceramic ball bearings on the pivot, G10 backspacer, stainless steel pocket clip. One thing I will point out, though, they do a blasted finish on the blade, and you know it's going to show use. But you know, this is a budget knife. This is a user knife. These are normally like $53 or $54, but right now there's $8 off on Amazon, so you can get one of these for right at $45, which in my opinion is a fantastic deal for that knife. All right, next up, the Artisan Cutlery Ahab. Still love this thing. Still haven't acid washed the blade yet, but I'm going to. This is another user, as you can see. That polished blade is one thing I will point out. It does show every cut, you know. It scratches easily, which is why I'm going to acid etch it. But you got AR RPM 9 blade steel, which is Artisan Cutlery's proprietary steel. And it takes a mean edge and holds it for a long time. It comes with a titanium pocket clip and backspacer. I have anodized mine gold. It's normally just raw titanium. Very thin, very lightweight. Excellent thumb stud action. I love the way they've done the thumb studs. You can put O-rings on this like people do with TRMs. As you can see there, if you want to. But man, they're some of the best thumb studs I've felt with the way they've done the jimping along the top. You just get so much traction, and it's not uncomfortable at all. Action's fantastic. Super thin and slicey blade, 90 thousandths blade stock. Love this knife. These are right around $52 or $53. Another great value in my opinion. Next up, oh, missed it. The Sencut Bronte. I've had this one on the channel now for over a year. I love this knife. Fantastic action. Very neutral ergos, but very good. I love the blade shape for utility cuts and everything. You can get it in non-coated blade also. These are 9CR 18 MOV blade still. You got top flipper, front flipper, whatever you want to call it. And you also have a nice fuller for the reverse slick, which is just as good. You can get it multiple colors also. Love this knife. These run between $40 and $50 depending on when they're on sale, not on sale. I think they're like $43, $44, somewhere in that range. I'll link all these I can below in the description. Some will be on Amazon. Some will probably be other places. I'll link them wherever I can find them at. Next up, go ahead and do this one. The Vosteed Grind. I think you can only get these directly from Vastied at the moment. This is a great knife, great action. 154 cm blade steel. These run $75, and they say this is micarta, but I don't think this is micarta. I think this is G10. If it's micarta, it's the cheapest, most plasticky feeling micarta I've ever seen. And generally with micarta, even if it does have a lot of resin in it, makes it feel like plastic, you can still see the fibers down where they've cut it. I'm 99% sure this is G10 and not micarta. But other than that, knife is really good. I will say this about this one though: if you have medium or small hands, you're probably not going to be a big fan of this one. This knife has great action; it's done very well, but the axis, the axis lock bar is so far up the knife for a medium-sized hand, it can be kind of tough for me to grab it. It's a little bit long for me, right? But if you have a large hand or extra large hand, it's probably going to be perfect for you. I can do it with a medium hand, don't get me wrong. It's just not the most comfortable because of how far I'm having to stretch up and pull that knife into my palm. But yeah, other than that, you know, that's just a size thing for a hand size thing. You know, other than that, it's a great knife. Really liking it so far. Love the Scandi grind. You can get it with just a Scandi grind, or you can get it with a Scandi grind with a micro bevel. I got the one with the micro bevel. Good looking knife. Made very well. You can also adjust the Omega springs on this one. This one only has 3-hole adjustment, unlike the Drop Bear, which has 5-hole adjustment. So you get 3-hole adjustment with this one. All right, next up, the Civivi Sokoke. This is still one of the best budget knives of the year, in my opinion. Great action, Ray Laconico design, 14C28 in blade steel, micarta scales, multiple variations. You can get it without a coated blade. The thumb stud action's fantastic. The front flipper's fantastic, as I miss it under the camera. These run $65, which is an absolute steal, in my opinion. Excellent ergos. Everything about this knife is just fantastic. There's nothing, I can't tell you anything about this knife that is wrong, right? For the money, there's nothing to complain about. It's so damn good. I wish I would have gone with the one with the linen micarta instead of the burlap micarta, but that's just a personal thing. I wanted the black blade. I'm not crazy about this burlap micarta, which feels plasticky, right? But you know, you can look here and see that it's actually micarta, unlike that grind. That's G10, guaranteed G10. But even with G10, it's a great deal. Yeah, this one's fun to fidget with. Great action, great ergos, excellent detent. This one's I hope they do some more versions of this. Different materials would be amazing. Different scale materials. This may be the budget knife of the year for the whole year. It's that good. It's going to take something very special to beat that one for the price, $65. And this one's close right here. This is the Kershaw Heist. This was D2 steel. These run you like $50 to $55. But for their first axis lock, they call it a Duralock. This thing is so good. It is so good. It's very lightweight. FRN scales, but this has full liners. Unlike, you know, when you get a bug out with FRN, it has quarter liners that come to that screw, so it's very squishy feeling. This has full liners, but it's not that heavy. It's still well under 3 ounces. I think it's 2.7 ounces. Excellent ergonomics, excellent action. D2 blade still, but yeah, it is what it is. Big fan of this knife. Cannot wait to see what Kershaw does in the future. I love the ergos. I love the action. This one's washers. They have some of these that are on bearings also. Well, not the Heist. They have some other Durlock knives. All the other ones are on bearings. This is the only one they've done with washers yet. And they knocked it out of the park, man. They really did kill it on this knife. It is so good. One of my favorite knives so far this year, for sure. Especially in the budget line. In the budget line, these two are my favorites so far this year. The Sukoke and the Heist. Both of them are fantastic. And I think a great deal. Although D2, you know, $50, a little steep for D2, I get it. But you're getting great action, very lightweight. And in my opinion, it is worth the $50. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next one.